For most of my life, I thought I was just really bad at being a person. I thought that everyone was this exhausted and I was just weaker than everyone else. I didn't know that almost everything keeping me functional depended on solitude. Being alone wasn't just something that I liked. It's how I regulated my nervous system. Then I became a wife and a mom within 1 year. And overnight, I lost every coping mechanism I didn't even realize I had. That's when everything started falling apart. As a kid, I always felt different. People reacted to me like I was a mystery or slightly off somehow. I spent years trying to figure out what it was. I took personality tests constantly, read psychology. I told myself maybe I was just intimidating because I was tall. But deep down, I knew there was something different about the way that I experienced the world. I was painfully shy. I thought maybe it was just extreme introversion. I didn't even feel like I had a practiced talking voice. Writing came naturally to me, but speaking felt so uncoordinated. Like my thoughts got lost somewhere between my brain and my mouth. Socializing took so much effort. I always lost energy before everyone else. And what nobody really understood was I had built my entire life around recovery. I needed huge amounts of solitude. That was my safe place. That was where I could finally drop the mask, where I could stim, flap my hands, repeat phrases because it felt good, pace around the room, sing, just exist freely, but only alone. I slept over 9 hours a night. I disappeared into books and imagination constantly. I had this massive inner world that felt more real and safe to me than most social environments. And I didn't understand that all of those things weren't just random quirks about me. They were how my nervous system survived. Then I became a wife and a mom within 1 year. And suddenly I was never alone, ever. I lost my solitude overnight. I lost sleep, I lost quiet, I lost control over my environment. And becoming a mom was a level of sensory overload that I was completely unprepared for. Constant touch, constant noise, constant demands. I loved my daughter deeply, but my nervous system was drowning. And I didn't understand why. I thought I was failing. I tried so hard to be a supermom. I even watched multiple other children while raising my daughter so that she wouldn't have to go to daycare. I was killing myself trying to do and be everything. A wife, a mother, a caregiver, a functioning adult. And underneath it all, I was disappearing. The hardest part to explain is this. I didn't just want solitude. I needed it in the way that people need air, food, water. But after becoming a mom, I went years without truly being alone. And eventually, it broke me. When my daughter was around 3, things got really bad. I started losing abilities. Everything felt overwhelming. Since I can remember, I've always had underlying depression and anxiety. Though later I realized many of what I thought were panic attacks were actually autistic meltdowns. I feel like my body ran on a constant supply of cortisol and adrenaline. I gained weight, my body swelled. I was diagnosed with adrenal fatigue and hormonal imbalances from the chronic stress. But underneath all of it, I just wasn't coping anymore. I spent long stretches unable to leave the couch, and every meltdown ended the same way, with shame. So much shame. because I thought I was failing at motherhood, failing at adulthood, failing at life. Okay, hang on. I can do this. Years earlier, my sister's best friend had a daughter diagnosed with autism, and it shocked all of us because she didn't fit the stereotype I had in my mind. She was quiet, intelligent, deep, thoughtful, and everyone always said, "She reminds me so much of Rachel." That was the first time the thought entered my mind. Wait, could I be autistic? But I buried the thought for years. Until one day during burnout, I finally admitted it out loud to a friend. Sometimes I wonder if I might be autistic. Then I started researching autism in women, and I found a list online, Females with Autism, an unofficial checklist. I remember reading it in complete shock. Item after item after item. Felt like someone had secretly documented my entire inner world. The next day, I showed it to my mom and my sister. My mom said, "Wow, maybe you're autistic." And then my sister looked at me and said, "I've known for a while." I still remember how strange that moment felt. Like time slowed down. Suddenly, I was re-examining my entire life, my childhood, my relationships, my struggles, my exhaustion, everything. After receiving my diagnosis, I cried hard. Then I felt relief, real validation for the first time in my life. But after the relief came grief. Grief for how hard everything had always been. Grief for the younger version of me who thought she was broken. I don't know how to get through this. Pull it together, Rachel. I can do this. Cheers. Okay. All right. Then anger. What would my life have looked like if I'd known sooner? And the strange thing about diagnosis is life keeps going afterward. There's no magical rescue. I had to slowly learn how to advocate for myself, how to set boundaries, how to stop forcing myself to live like everyone else, how to give myself grace, and most importantly, how to stop seeing my needs as weakness. Burnout changed everything. Because once I understood my nervous system, I started questioning our entire way of living. The pace, the pressure, the constant productivity. We started dreaming about something slower, more present, more connected, more time together as a family, less hustle, less survival mode. That's part of why we are moving to Vietnam. Not because we think it'll magically fix everything, but because we want to build a life that actually supports the nervous systems that we have. A life with more community, more freedom, more time, more play, more presence. I used to think that healing meant becoming someone else, someone more productive, less sensitive, more capable. But now I think healing might actually mean building a life that honors who you actually are. So this channel is our attempt to do that, to slow down, to question everything, to rebuild intentionally. And honestly, I have no idea where this journey is going to lead. I think it starts here.